Anybody here? Hello. Oh, goodness gracious. I'll wait till someone says good morning. I hate this YouTube anymore. That you have to go around, you have to put live chat on. If you don't put it, it doesn't show your comments. StreamYards isn't showing my comments if I've got any. Maybe nobody's going to come in here today, which is fine. Well, I might as well. I think Gingerlock said she was coming. Maybe it's just going to be her and me. Ugh. I'll wait. I just wanted to talk about a few things. Oh, next Wednesday at 11, Pink Lady Luck and I are going to be talking about mental illness and electroshock therapy and stuff like that. How it is today, as opposed to what it was like years ago. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that and why they use it. I have to do a little more research about it. But hey, Samara, I didn't think anyone was going to show up today. I'm so glad you will be talking mental health next Monday. Yeah, we talked on the phone yesterday, and there's a few things that she's got, like a pile of things like research, and she's going to send me some links to look up. So yeah, we'll be talking about that and about electroshock therapy and why they use it and what it does for a patient and what it doesn't do for a patient and blah, 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 blah. All that. I don't want to talk too much about it because I have to do my research on it. So my notifications just went out. I don't know why. I don't understand why they don't go out the way they're supposed to. I think they used to go out, didn't it? Doesn't it say in 30 minutes? She's going, hey, Gingerlocks. I don't think it does that anymore. I don't know. Not for me, anyways. Oh, Gingerlocks. I have to stand back and show you. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, shoot. I guess you can't. Maybe you can. Can you see my jeans? I finally got a couple pairs of them kid jeans. I don't know if you could see them, but they were, hey, tacos. I wish I knew how to do them with my other jeans. Yeah, they do look good, actually. They're Levi's. I haven't worn Levi's in years. Yeah, they're comfortable. They're actually really comfortable. I mean, I take a little bigger size than I did last year, but my husband has Holy jeans too, but his came around naturally. Tacos. You at work, tacos? So I wanted to take just a minute to say kudos to Mandolin for the stream she had last night supporting Shauna. You guys all know how I feel about Shauna. She's been a really good friend of mine for over a year. And I'm glad people spoke up for her, for German Lady, because what was happening to them was disgusting. And, well, you all know how I feel about the person that was doing it. So that's all I need to say. But it was good that they spoke out about it. And hey, spoofer, how you doing? Gemma, hello, my dear. It's just a bad. It's a bad. It gives you bad karma when you do stuff like that. And what was being done to German lady Shauna was right, does affect all of them, because they all, it is a protected class. So it is, I mean, I kind of, oh, I don't know, but they did speak up, and that's a good thing. And I thank them for that, because, when you're associated with a person that does that, you are guilty by association. I know, you guys are going to say I'm a hypocrite because I'm friends with Brian, but I have called Brian out many times because he does some stuff on here that I don't agree with, like making fun of people's looks, making fun of people's, weight. And he knows how I feel about that. I just don't like it. I mean, I don't like it when it's done to me, and I don't like when he does it to others. So it doesn't matter what you look like. You can be a beauty queen. You can always find something, something bad. Someone can take a bad camera angle, and then you're made fun of for it. And that's why a lot of people won't cam up on here. And it's sad because, I think more people would if we didn't get, I don't care, but some people do. Hey, Bruto Mafia, thank you for coming in. It's always a pleasure to stop by and give you my support, Carla. You're one of the good ones, and I'm honored to be held in such high regard in your eyes. You're appreciated, ma'am. Love and support. Love and support to you, too. And that's all I wanted to say. I do support Shauna. I don't support the hate. I do support German lady. Even though her and I had a little bit of a rocky road, we did not go stream to stream. I did not go on panel to panel and make fun of her. I just didn't. And she didn't do it to me. She did it one time, and that was it. We were wrenches in the same chat, and neither of us went at each other. And that's how you handle things on here. You don't go on, hey, Kansas City Lights. You don't go on, panels and completely try to annihilate someone, because you don't know what it could do to that person. And obviously, it bothers German lady. So stop. Not that anyone's going to listen to me, because no one is. But anyways, I encourage you all to go to Shauna's. If you're not a member of Shauna's, or if you're not a supporter, or if you don't support Shauna, please go to her last stream and really listen to it, because she makes a lot of sense. Shauna knows how I feel about her. I love her to death. So, but anyways, anything good going on? I just wanted to say that was the right thing to do. Mandolin did the right thing. She did, stand up for what she believed in, and that's the right thing to do. And I thank her for that. Because whether you're on the same side or not, we can have the same friends, so that's all I'm at. I wouldn't go into her chat or disrupt it, but kids are back to school. Ooh, yay! Oh, I have to go to the grocery store today. I'm not looking forward to that. I am not looking forward to that. I hate going to the grocery shopping. And my nose, if you could tell, my nose is all plugged up. freaking allergies. I don't know what's going on. But it's bad. So, what was I going to say? I was going to say something else. Yeah. So, next Wednesday at 11 o'clock, 11 a.m., we're going to do a stream about that. So, there is an outbreak at my sister's school. Oh no, tacos, of corona. Like, I don't know. Was it Remy that was saying there's a third variant of there? There was a second or one, two. I can't keep up with it anymore. I'm stopping. I'm not watching the news anymore. Mark was one of the people that Steph went for, and she was wrong. He is owed an apology. That man has many things going on, and to be picked on. I agree that he's not going to get his apology. He's not. And if we try to that's the thing, is we try to stick up for someone, it doesn't matter. We're nobodies. So according to them, we're nobodies. So, but I will say that that stream was, I agreed with. Yes, he was accused of that, and that was wrong. And he won't get an apology. They were wrong, and he's innocent. Right. I don't know. I think a lot of people are owed apologies on here that'll never get them. I mean, and I don't really care if she's come for me or not. I really don't. But think about who you support when you support them. And I know people are going to say, well, you're such a hypocrite because, oh, Gemma, thank you so much. Love you, Carla. Thank you for being such a great lady and friend. Love you always. You're a fantastic streamer. Oh, thank you. You're a sweetheart. What was I saying? Yeah, they'll say I'm a hypocrite because I support Brian. I support him trying to change. I see him getting poked and poked and poked, and I see him back. Ouch, got a bruise on me. I see him getting pushed to the edge, and I wish that he would ignore a lot of it. Steph isn't coming for you, Lord willing, she gets lost. The thing is, she can come for me. I don't care. She's losing support because people are not okay with some people are, but and a lot of people aren't okay. You support Brian. I support Brian too. I don't support everything he does. I really don't. He knows that. I was on a panel yelling at him. I was. Brian always seems to. I think we are all hypocrites on some level, but it's learning curve. Oops. It is a learning curve. And I've been such a bitch on here sometimes that I'm so ashamed of some of my lives that I've done, some of the things I've said. Hi, Tawny. And, the only thing you can do is try to be a better person. I mean, I'm going to have bad days. I'm going to have good days. Like I can have good days and I can have bad days. I don't want to leave or go off a live stream thinking to myself, gosh, I shouldn't have said that, or I shouldn't have done that, because it's wrong, because you don't feel good about yourself and you don't feel good about what you've said. So, and I have at times felt that way about, things I've said on here. And it doesn't make you feel good. It makes you feel rotten. He's always been good to me, not a fan of Robbie anymore. And you have a right to your opinion. Everybody has a right to their opinion about certain people. Look, people hate me, and they have that right. I have no problem with that. Like, I have no problem with the people that hate me. It's going to happen. I'm boring. I'm this. I'm old. I don't say, I don't talk about things that are exciting. And that's everybody's right. I don't sit up here on a panel and have people up just to bash. I had German lady up here, but she was defending herself. She felt the need to defend her hands. She felt the need to defend herself. And that's the bottom line on here is we need to think about what other people, we need to not support the people that don't align with our morals and our judgment and things. And not because this Steph is gone for me, because she has gone for me, but it's not because of that. It's because of everything, all around everything. It's just, didn't like the girl. And I don't have to. And she doesn't have to like me, but she doesn't have it. Hey, Rumor Has It. I love that name, Rumor Has It. I wish I could be more inventive and make up a really good, like, troll name. Not me. Can't think of one. I think different opinions are fine. It's the jerks that get mad because others don't agree with their opinion is bull butter. I think what sucks is, say someone comes in here and then I'm telling them, well, if you support me, you can't support this one. That's what I think sucks. Hey, Pearls of Wisdom. How you doing, girl? Long time no see. I think that sucks. You are allowed to go where you want. I know I've seen it done over and over again. People say they don't do it, but I've seen people ostracized and put down because they're seen in a stream where they support me or they support someone else. And it's stupid. It's dumb. Hey, Marty. Oh my God. Is that really you? Seriously. Oh, geez. Oh, man. There's a blast from the past. Marty McFly. How you doing? Gosh, it's good to see you. Oh, Lord. So much has happened since we were in Patreon together. So much. Bad, good, indifferent, whatever. It seems to go like full circle on here. We all had fun. Yeah. So, Carla, I got flogged yesterday at work by a goose. Yes, isn't it? Samara, I was like so surprised to see Angie. Hi, Angie. How you doing, Angie? I know, I was surprised to see his name. I'm like, oh my God, that's not him. Am I seeing things? Wow. Oh, goodness. Yes, we do. We do miss you. Flux capacity. What the? That's got to be something to do with Back to the Future. I have no idea. Oh, gosh. Anybody want to come up on panel and just chit chat? Talk about the birds and the bees? I don't know. I can, like, I'm going to put these, I'm going to, what do you call it? I'm going to pin the, what do you call it? I'm going to pin the, oh my gosh, I can't think today. I'm going to pin the, oh, frick. I'm going to pin the StreamYard link. Ah! Okay. I'm going to pin the StreamYard link, so anybody that wants to come up is welcome. Welcome to come up. You built a time machine out of DeLorean. Marty McFly. Remember when you started to go live just when I left, actually. You went live a couple times. I know there are some familiar faces around. There's some unfamiliar faces. There's some nice faces. There's some not so nice faces. So what have you been doing for the last year and a half, almost 2 years? I guess you've been isolated too, like everybody else. I was kidding. I really just wanted to know if you wanted to go to YouTube, go YouTube steady. Oh my goodness. Oh, don't say that, Kansas City. You'll get a bad rep on here. You can't say anything on here and then you get a bad reputation. You know, it's like, oh, I was joking. I was joking. Anybody want to come up? Oh, face, hair on my face. You need to come back, Marty. I've seen him a couple times in Laura's stream. So I think he's here. I mean, he's around here and there. He just doesn't talk very much. He just doesn't talk very much. He's shy. Doesn't have to be shy with us. We've been through the gamut. I've been through the gamut. Oh, sure I do, Kansas. You know what? It does a person good to. I backed away for 2 weeks, and it did me completely good. Oh, here, Angie, is that you? Say yes before I let you up. How do I do that?
I promise.
Oh, okay. I don't know anymore. People get porned and
I know.
You know what I mean? Like I was like, am I gonna get porn? Hey, Remy.
I'm watching it rain and trying to figure out where the hell all this water's gonna go.
Oh, really? Is your basement flooded?
No, it's my roof that leaks that still can't get we don't have the estate papers yet, so I still can't get the roof done.
Oh no.
So every time it rains in the living room. It's awesome.
Oh, I'm sorry. So what's up, girlfriend?
I want to tell you a funny story about my dog.
Okay.
I have a pit bull, right? Come on, go dog.
Yes. I think you have mentioned that.
So I was trying to give my dog a cracker because, she's 14 and whatever. She wouldn't eat it. So I put some of the veggie cream cheese that I was eating on it, and she ate it. And then she looked at me like, yo, I have to eat what you're eating. So this is my life.
My dog used to be the same. It didn't, I could have her bowl of food out. If I ate something, she'd stop and she'd put her 2 paws like that and just look at me until I gave her whatever I was eating. And I feel so guilty if I didn't give her something. I had to. I made her fat. I know you're not supposed to, but yeah, I did.
You know what? I figured this dog is really, really old. Like she's a 90-year-old lady.
Right.
And I give her whatever the hell she wants. I don't care. And I in case y'all care, consider that cussing.
Same with me. When she got older, it's like my vet said you have to put her on a diet. I'm like, she's dying anyways. She gets whatever she wants whenever she wants, and that's what I did.
It is. Oh, and Gingerlocks and Samara. Guess what? The hurricane hit Florida today, so it's going to come up the coast. So we got another one coming up after this one. It's going to be so much fun.
Oh, that's scary.
I can't even. Like my girlfriend, the sewer could not. The sewer got blocked up.
Mhm.
in the main sewer in the street.
Wow.
And then the pipes busted.
Oh no.
So all down the street, because she lives like midway down the hill, all the way down the hill was a river of poop and toilet
Oh
paper.
God, that's gross.
So
That
the
is so
fire
gross.
department had to get out there with detergent and wash the street down.
Ugh.
I'm
God,
like, are
that
you
had to have
serious?
stunk. That had to have stunk.
Oh, it was horrible. And then people started getting in their basement. My other girlfriend lost everything in her basement.
Oh, hi Yarnfield.
I'm
Oh
just,
my
I can't.
gosh.
And I don't know
We're
where this rain
expecting
is
some
going to go.
more. I backed off so many goodies for Lucy. She's only 4 and already too fat. So I've been, yeah, only 4, but Katie was almost 15. And, I just couldn't see putting her on a diet at that age. I used to just give her, I didn't give her like a bunch, like I didn't give her cookies or anything. I gave her like hot dogs or whatever I was eating as far
Um,
as meat was concerned.
Jim, it's called Hurricane Mindy, I believe. And it just formed the other day, and now, yeah, tropical depression is gonna, yep, it's gonna come right up.
Just have Ida.
Yes, we just had Ida. Right now,
Hi,
we're having Larry.
JKLM. So we've already gone through 4.
Yes,
Hi, Nina. Hello, new
and
friend.
this, but
Bye,
there's really,
Marty.
bye, Marty. There's nowhere for this water to go. I mean, all of our rivers are at flood stage now without
Oh
this
my
rain.
goodness. That's
So,
awful.
so just pray for New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania, because
Oh, please don't say Pennsylvania. I'm in Pittsburgh.
no,
Oh,
like our part of Pennsylvania, like Philly
yeah,
and all that.
yeah. The east of
The
Pennsylvania.
East.
Yeah. I don't
Just,
want to get any of that. We get the rain and stuff, but we don't get the hurt, we don't get we get some of the wind and stuff, but we don't get nearly as much as you guys get.
I mean, I'm 6 miles from New York City, as the crow. Well,
Really?
7 miles as the crow flies. I mean, it takes me like an hour to get into the city, but it's this rain is no joke, and we really didn't have. We had a little bit of wind, not like they did in South Jersey, but we had the rain. And I mean, I was seeing manhole covers being knocked up from the water.
Right. But didn't you have like a bunch of tornadoes and stuff there?
There
The
was
last one?
16 tornadoes in New Jersey during Ida. Yes.
Hey, Brian. How
Hey,
you
Brian,
doing, Brian?
how are
Brian.
you? Yes, Mother Nature is in a very bad mood right now. Somebody
Yeah.
needs to pop her a Xanax or something.
Yeah.
You're
Hey, Ginger.
talking blasphemy. You are lying. There is no hurricane coming up here. It is not going to happen. No, I can't. It was hysterical. I rarely put on the news, but I'll put on our ABC affiliate here in Philadelphia all the time because they're
Yeah.
really good with it, and especially like literally when the day that storm happened, they were tag teaming each other because there were 16 different tornado warnings that was put out that day. There were actual 7 different tornado touchdowns that actually happened. So then they're saying that there was going to be storms last night and there might be tornadoes. Like yesterday, I'm like, I can't. No, I can't with this. I can't.
Again?
I can't.
can't.
But then
Then there was going to be tornadoes?
thankfully,
Today,
he said it was going to, but it was only over the Lehigh Valley, which was in northern PA.
No.
So it wasn't in an area I needed to worry about. So I felt fine. Although my dog flipped out. Where did Carla go?
I have no idea. She knocked herself out.
I'm an idiot. I am. I'm an idiot. So, yeah. Just
So my girlfriend that lives in Middle Jersey had 5.5 feet of water in her basement. It was
Oh my
up.
God.
my
It
God.
was like right below the third step from the top. It was like right there. Everything. Her mattress was floating by the steps.
Have
Did you see
seen
that
have
video?
you, of the
Oh,
of
I'm
the
talking
one
about
where
the same video that you're talking about. Have you
the
seen that?
where the wall literally caves in?
Can I
And
play that?
yeah,
Can we
it's
play that? Can you bring it up? Because I'm not good at
I
that.
think I can. I don't know.
I
Let me
don't
try.
want to dox anybody because I don't know how to
No, it was on
Discord.
inside. It was on Inside Edition.
Oh, okay.
And here was the funny thing that first video, that was my cousin's friend's parents' house that happened to, and then as I'm watching it, and then I realized that the next guy, I knew him too. I'm like, no
God.
way is this happening. That I know, like, there's two people now, mind
Well,
you.
we need to
He was
play
a-
that.
Hi, Mr.
He was
J.
a
The one
Philadelphia
where
Eagle back in the
water,
day.
where the water's coming
Yeah.
up the stairs and it's on the first floor.
Well, yeah,
Is
you
that
see the kid walking through, and the wall just buckles in and just floods the basement.
Oh my
That's
God!
all.
I saw that
Yeah,
one.
it's like deep.
Let me
It's
see if I can.
yeah, if we
see.
can bring it up, that would be cool.
I saw that on TikTok the other day.
And that was that was
Bye,
my
Brian.
cousin's friend. It was my cousin's friend's
Oh my-
parents' house. I'm like, oh
This
my
is-
God.
This is ridiculous. I mean, plus we've got the Meadowlands right here, and the Meadowlands just soaks up and soaks up and soaks up, and then it goes, okay, we're done, and then it just starts flooding everything.
Hey, you're not okay. Okay.
All right.
uh,
So hold on. All right, here. So hold on. Make sure you see. All right, you see Google?
See Google.
Okay, you see Google. Good.
I see like a gazillion. A
Hold on.
gazillion.
Just want to make sure. All right, so it would be
Hi, Mr. J. How are you?
Inside Edition. And I just, as I'm watching it, and then I realized I knew who the second guy was. I'm like, what are the freaking odds? What are the freaking odds? But
I think you know everybody in Philadelphia.
I don't know. Not
I
at all.
think you do.
Not.
You know a
This is
lot of
New
people.
Jersey.
Oh, was it in? Yeah, that's right. It was in New Jersey.
Let me see. Where was it?
You know
Where
a lot
was
of people in Philadelphia, though.
it? Yeah. Well, because I grew up there.
Mm-hmm.
Where is that Inside Edition? 2 weeks ago. This was an Inside Edition video. Videos. Go to videos. Okay.
Did you find it?
I'm looking for it. 17. There's a bunch of videos, so I'm trying to see.
Yeah, Gingerlocks and I are about 2 hours, depending on traffic, away from each other.
Well, you're in Northern, correct?
I'm in North Jersey, yeah.
Yeah.
Samara said, look in your history.
Oh, look at my history. That'd probably be smart, wouldn't it? Right? What would be my history?
My daughter doesn't live in Philly anymore, but we used to have to take the Allegheny exit to go to her house. And her father-in-law, I talked to him the other day. He said they had water in the basement. They had water everywhere.
Oh, gosh.
Now you said everything I look at. Yeah, I have interesting stuff. Let's see. It should be.
You should see the stuff.
Well, that's from you from Wednesday, so it's got to be around here at some point.
You just type in.
Where did it go? Shoot. I'm just trying to remember when I watched it.
That was a couple days ago. Maybe 3 days.
Inside Edition. No, it was yesterday because it would just came out on yesterday because
Was it yesterday? I thought I saw it a couple days ago.
because I posted it into the Discord.
Right. I thought it was a couple days ago.
Inside Edition Flood, maybe. Oh, this is it. Bang. This is it.
Boom.
Can you?
No, we can't see it.
You can't see it.
It's not showing. Hang on. Let me.
Now the New
Hang
Jersey
on.
family who
It's
never
not showing.
All right, hold on.
is speaking out. Janice and Marlon Valley were
We can
I don't
hear
know
the
why it's
sound.
not
We
sharing.
can't see
Hold
the
on.
video.
to save some
All right, hold on. What are you seeing?
You and me and Angie.
All right, so for whatever
precious
reason,
items from the flood. Their son Mateo walked through ankle
okay. Crap. Oh, do I have to click on this? Hold on. It says that I'm sharing.
I have to share. I have to present you. Yeah. No.
Oh. Now, how about if I do this? Can you see that?
No.
Or are you still seeing me?
We're just
I'll
seeing a
use
bunch
the
of.
Google.
We're just seeing a bunch of windows.
I don't know. Well, can't you share it?
I don't know where it is.
Look up Inside Edition Flood.
Hang on.
I just stopped sharing, so I don't know what the hell I was doing wrong. I suck when it comes to this stuff.
Let's see. Hang on. Was it on YouTube?
Yes.
Hang on.
Just put, yeah, because it
Alright.
should pop up for you because it was the first thing that popped up for me.
Hang on. Let me find it. Inside Edition Flood.
Flooded basement or whatever.
Side Edition. Ugh. Can't type with these nails. Flood. Sorry, guys.
There's one with the elevator. That's not the one though.
No.
Flooded
No.
basement. Flooded
Basement.
base.
Yeah, but it's absolutely worth it. So
It is like
I've never seen anything like that ever.
Oh,
okay.
here
If
it
you put it in
is.
flooded
I
basement, it
got
should
it.
be like
I got
the second or
it.
third.
I got
Okay.
it. I got it. It's going to take me a minute to share it.
Okay.
Okay. Hang on, guys. Oh, it's coming.
We're hanging. So yeah, this first group of people that was my cousin's friend. I don't know these people, but my cousin knows the one kid you hear screaming. And then the second guy I used to work with, which was even funnier. Like I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Oh my.
Okay, hang on a minute. Hang on. I have to go to, okay, StreamYards. Click. Uh-oh, where did Angie go?
She'll pop back up.
Share screen. Hang on. Here we go.
You're not sharing screen yet.
I know.
Okay.
Share. Is
Oh,
it
yeah.
showing? Wait. Shoot. Damn it. Why can't I do it?
I don't know.
Hang on. Stop sharing. Okay. StreamYards. Share screen.
But then what you want to do is put us to the
Share
side
screen.
and put that as the main screen.
I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to put
It should be right there at the bottom of your list, down at the bottom, like how to differently share screens, where it shows you all.
It doesn't say that. Oh, okay. Share audio, window, Chrome. Okay, here we go.
There you go. Yep.
Stunning Video that everyone's talking about. An entire wall collapses, unleashing a torrent of water. Now the New Jersey family who narrowly escaped drowning in their basement is speaking out. Janice and Marlon Valley were up at 2:30 a.m. trying to save some precious items from the flood. Their son Mateo walked through ankle-deep water. Just 6 seconds later, Janice was caught in the swirling torrent.
The door just like flew off from the water pressure, and I really don't remember anything else except that it like just pushed me back to the wall where I ended up next to the boiler. And there's some pipes there which I was able to hold on to.
Janice was trapped in this part of the basement. Her husband was about 10 feet away, calling her name. Without knowing how to swim, Janice somehow made it through the floodwaters to her husband, and he pulled her out to safety. And this is how that basement looks today.
Oh,
A
good
mess
God.
of debris.
All this is going to be replaced, but you can't replace a life. So we're just very grateful that everyone is here with us today.
None of this matters. It doesn't, because we have each other. I'm so sorry. It's not. I'm glad everything is good.
President Biden had hugs for children and adults as he toured the
Okay, enough of that. Don't want to see him.
And there was story after story after story after story just like this,
Yeah.
all over Jersey,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, New
The
York.
one they showed, which was a little bit longer into that, if you just would have let it go, where it shows the guy walking and then they go like, "Do you recognize who this guy was?" And it was this guy, Freddie Mitchell, who used to play for the Eagles like back in 2002 to the 2004 season area. And he used to do stuff for the radio station that I worked for. So I used to see him like often. So
Oh,
when
was
I
he the
saw
one that
him-
was trying on clothes?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay. He left his house in his underwear, and he goes. He went into a shop, and the guy said, "Pick out whatever you want, whatever size you want." And he's like putting on this suit. And I was like, "Wow!" He left his house literally with just his underwear. on.
He was a really nice guy. Actually, he was a really nice guy.
Well, he still is.
Well, yeah, I'm sure he still is too. I'm just telling you, it was like what 2002, 2003
Right.
that I dealt with him. So it was
Right.
a long time ago.
Did you recognize him right away?
Not at all. I didn't
Really?
recognize him until they said it was Freddie Mitchell. I went, no.
Yeah, they
it's
did.
not."
They did say that. They did say who it was. But oh my God,
I
can you
was
imagine?
like, no,
you
it's not.
imagine- Can you imagine your basement? Can you hear her screams too? It's like
That
she
was actually her
terrified.
son. That was her son screaming for her.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yes.
I couldn't I thought it was her screaming.
No,
Really did.
because my cousin said no, that was him screaming, "Mom, mom, mom."
That's kind of sad.
Because they couldn't
could have
find
been
her,
bad. It
and I
could have been
mean,
bad.
I-
Really bad.
it was. I've never seen anything like it. Sandy was bad, but I've never seen flooding like this in my entire life. It was
Right.
insane,
Wow.
crazy.
No, even Andy said that. He said, I've been in New Jersey. Andy's 63. He's like, I've been in Jersey my entire life. He said, I have been through so many hurricanes. He
Mhm.
said, but I've never seen flooding like this. There was places flooding that have never flooded before.
Wow.
Mullica Hill, New Jersey, and EF3. That does not happen in
Ooh.
New Jersey.
No, it doesn't. I
And then to have all these other tornadoes going on everywhere else, that doesn't happen here. It was
No.
like we were staring at each other like, what the hell? Like, is it the end of the world? What is going on?
Right.
I looked at Andy. I'm like, listen, if tornadoes start getting up here, we're moving. I left
I'm
Texas
like,
to get away from this.
and when did New Jersey and Pennsylvania become Tornado Alley? That's what I want to know.
Bye, young
I don't know, but
girl.
it's getting more frequent.
But the funny thing is, like, it was back in May, and I was watching Cecily Tynan on Channel 6 in Philly, and she was like saying, "Oh my God." And this was back in May. She's like, "This is something I've never seen before." And it was a tornado. And there was a couple of tornadoes that touched down that day too. But it had debris balls, which none of our forecasters have ever seen on a map ever,
Yes.
because it doesn't happen here. So then when the other day, there's like 4 or 5 of them that they see with debris balls, they were like tag teaming each other in and out. And it was like Adam Joseph, and Cecily goes on, then Adam goes on, and Cecily went on. And because they kept talking about all the different 16 warnings that were going on in the area.
No,
of
I haven't,
tornado warning.
Samara. I have not. And I messaged her. So I'm thinking she might have been admitted. Excuse
Who,
me. I got
Joy?
a tickle in my throat. Joy, yeah.
Joy. All right.
messaging her.
Yeah, I was hoping she went to the emergency room.
She,
Yes,
well,
sir.
she
The
planned
oxygen.
on it. She had planned on it. So, but I have not heard from her. Hopefully we'll hear from her today. Because she was getting that rapid test. So she got the rapid test and she's going through all those symptoms. My guess is they're going to admit her.
If her oxygen is that low, yes, they
Yeah.
will admit her.
But no, I didn't.
And unfortunately, she probably has to be in like a special kind of COVID hospital. Not every, like some hospitals won't take COVID patients.
Did you hear what Laura said about that hospital in Mexico?
No.
All the COVID patients that were in one, I guess, a COVID wing have all died.
Mm.
That would scare me.
It's quite frightening.
Well, Mexico just had that earthquake yesterday too.
Mm.
Oh God! I'll tell you what. I'm not watching the news anymore.
Oh no! I mean, like I said, the reason why that we watched it the other day was to make sure that, because at least they had it by street. We could see when the debris ball went over our house, and we're like, thankfully it just went a little south, so we didn't get hit. Thank God.
Yeah,
we were very blessed.
It's terrifying.
Mm-hmm. And then you're sitting here talking about something else coming up. I'm like, no. Don't want to hear it.
Hey, blame Angie. She came up. I had no idea. It's all your fault, Angie.
The tornadoes followed me.
Yes.
Man.
Hey, Shaz. How you doing? Okay, you guys need to help me. What can I make for dinner tonight? I don't know. I have to think every day what to make for dinner. Anybody
We're having
got any
fish
good
and tater
ideas?
tots.
What are you having?
We're having fish and tater tots.
Fish and tater tots. Okay. I would ask you, Ginger Locks, but you don't eat. So
I don't eat, but I pulled out ground turkey. So my husband will figure out what to do with the ground turkey and something else that they would want to do with that.
See, I would rather have ground chicken than ground turkey. I don't like ground turkey, but I like ground chicken.
No, see, I like both.
But I do like ground chicken.
Do you like turkey burgers?
I guess I could buy some ground chicken and do something with it. Maybe make some. Hey, Carlos.
You can make like you can make like special like nachos in the oven, where you put all different kinds of beans and stuff, and then melt the cheese on top, and have like oven heated nachos.
Carlos said, I saw in the news a hospital in Mexico got flooded due to the rains down there. Several patients died. Yeah, well, Laura was talking about, I think she was talking about patients that passed away from COVID, and it was every patient on that wing. So that's kind of scary. Every time you get a little bit of a tickle, a cough, a sneeze, that's the first thing that goes through your mind is, oh my gosh, do I have it?
Well, the tickle, no, because I'll tell you why. Because it does. When I got it, when I got it, for whatever reason, I knew it. Like I'm like, oh my god, I have it. And then I realized I'm like, I've been running like a small fever
Right.
for the past couple of days, which was not normal. And yeah, and then
Well,
all
that's
of a
the
sudden,
first thing I
COVID.
check is if I have a fever, which I don't, but that's the first thing I check. Do I have a fever? No.
Yeah, because right now the allergy season that's going on here in the Northeast is not fun.
Oh my
No.
gosh, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. I mean, I literally sneeze all the time. My nose is running. Yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, and from like my daughter caught a head cold. I had to make sure that it wasn't COVID before she went to school.
how
And
did she have the Q-tip one?
Yep.
Q-tip test?
Yep.
How did she like that?
This was the second one she had. So
So she knew what she was coming.
I did, I'm the one who
Administer.
administered it.
Yeah.
Yes. And then you hand it back to them. And they said 24 hours, but we had it before 24 hours and she was negative. Thank God.
Try and give that test to a little one. Oh my God. That's a
Mm.
nightmare. They hate it, especially if they know what's coming.
Mm.
We had to do that with my grandson. Not only once, but we had to do it twice. As soon as he saw that Q-tip, he started.
Oh,
I had to literally hold him down because he did not want that second test. He didn't want the first one, but he wasn't sure what was coming.
Is, you don't have to go as deep as they go.
No, it's like they were hitting your brain.
When I was in the hospital and I was, oh my God, it was like they were, searching for brain particles. It was,
Yeah, it
terrible.
is. They put it.
I'm
way,
like, there was
way
no
out.
reason
Like,
for it
is
to
there-
go that
They
high.
don't, because when we did his, we put it like up to the top, but that's it. And then my son-in-law got one, and my husband actually gave him his, and he didn't put it up that far. But I'll tell you what, the doctors do. They'll put it up way hard, way
And
up.
they're just not nice. They're not nice about it. They
Yeah,
don't care.
especially the ER doctors and stuff.
It's like you're supposed to like sit still. Well, it's kind of hard when you're poking at my brain.
And I'm like, you don't have to go up so high. Yes, we do. No, you don't. Yes, we do.
Hey, Pink.
No, you really
Pink can tell
don't.
us, why did they go up? Why did they try to get brain material from our
Hey, good
brains?
morning, Pink Lady Luck.
Yeah, because that's what it feels like. I got that test, and this was before the virus hit, for pneumonia, because they wanted to check if I had pneumonia. And I swear to God, I said, I will never get that test again. Never, never, never. But now, if I want to fly anywhere, I'm going to have to.
Mhm.
Hi, Pink. Hi, Carlos. Dominic, when we went to camp, Dominic had never had the swab test because we always do the spit test.
Uh-huh.
And he got that. He looked at me afterwards and he said, I feel violated. And I went, I understand. And he's like, I don't ever want to do that again. I said, okay. So the next one we had to do, because people came out positive from camp. So we had to go take more tests. So Dominic's like, just take me over to university. They have the spit test. We can do that. I'm not going to have that thing shoved up my nose again.
I know, it's like painful.
Yeah.
It's like Pink Lady Luck says,
But
your brain
not
and
bad
everything is
now.
bad for
I
AIDS.
mean, honestly, it's not as bad. They don't, for whatever reason, for when it first started, they were literally going for your brain. They don't go for your brain anymore.
Carlos says the ER doctors are not that nice. The surgeons are more nicer. I don't know. Haven't been in the
I would
hospital for a while.
agree. I would agree with that. I would say the specialists are probably a little bit nicer than the actual, ER doctors are not nice, period.
Why is that? Should I ask,
I'm-
why is that, Pink?
I knew 2 ER doctors that I can think of, that I can remember, that I had a good, like, who had my best interest at heart, where others could have given two craps. You know,
Really?
I've not had good experience with
ER doctors?
with hospital doctors, let's say. Hospital
Oh,
doctors.
really?
And I'm
See,
telling you, the people who do the work in the hospital are the nurses. They're the ones who really do the hard work. They're the
Yeah.
ones who know what they
I
see
think
you.
they take more care of the patients than the doctors do. They're with the
Absolutely.
patients all the time.
Hmm.
I mean, if you
Hmm.
get really good nurses, and I've always been lucky that way, I myself have had good nurses, very, they think about you, they come in, they check on you. But
I'm not going to lie, I've had my fair share, but I
oh,
would
I heard you. I heard you get mad.
I've had my fair share of very unkind, unnice nurses. That's like, why did you take this job if you don't want to deal with people?
But you know what? Most people aren't in the hospital as much as you are, so of course, most of us don't have as much experience with nurses as you do. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Understand what I mean?
uh-huh.
Like
That's true.
you've
That's
been in
true.
a lot of
Hmm.
for a long time, so you've
Hmm.
had a lot more experience with nasty nurses, nice nurses,
And
and I've heard
there's been
that,
doctors who have been absolutely amazing. But
yes,
there have been most doctors, especially the ones who are not your specialists per se, who are like floor doctors or whatever it is.
I've even
They
had.
do not treat you what they never treat me. There was one, and the one that I used to have, and she had left that practice. And the practice that she left was absolutely awful, and is the main reason why I won't go back to my local hospital again. I will not.
I've even had some that clean the room be really nice to me. The ones that come in and empty the garbage and do all that. Yeah.
Well,
Those,
oh, you mean the custodians?
yeah, some of them are really, really nice. I
Oh,
mean, they don't take
absolutely.
care of you, but if you want a glass of water or something, they'll say, like, can you ask the nurse if she can get me a glass? Then they'll do that for you.
Most of the people who've ever worked in food service and stuff like that have always been kind, have always been, I've never had a problem. Have they gotten things wrong? Yes. But then they call them and then they go, I'm sorry. And they come back and they bring it up to you. I've never had problems like with that. My biggest problems that I have been house doctors,
Right.
people who don't know me,
Right.
or people who think they know me, but they really don't know me. Like they know me from being in the hospital. Like they don't know me as the healthy me or see me as the healthy me. It's
I was in ER last month. I had the best ER doc. Yeah, I know sometimes you
I
get
know, yeah.
really good doctors in the ER.
No, there's a couple that they hired in my local hospital who are just nasty. They're not nice. They come in like honestly looking to see if you are, you know, fake. Like to see what's going on. A lot of them, and especially if you're chronically ill, and they see that you're a chronically ill person, they automatically put you on their radar as someone who is seeking drugs. That
Right.
is the truth.
Yeah.
That is the truth. And I have been a chronically ill person, unfortunately, and that is the truth. I like went on medical marijuana to get away from narcotics. And you're going to sit here and call me a drug seeker? Are you out of your mind? And I had never ever gone and ever asked for a specific drug or what I needed or anything like that. I'm
You
always
don't
afraid to.
you try to get away from that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want.
Because I know how they perceive people. And
Right.
it doesn't take much for them to just try to label you. And
Mhm.
it's happened. And that's why when I go in, like I'm just like, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. I don't ask for, I don't ask for specific anything. But I mean, I had one doctor come in. She's like, "Have you ever had ketamine?" And I'm like, "Please don't give me ketamine." I'm like, "That makes me trip, and no, Please don't give me
I don't even know
ketamine.
what that. Yeah, all the drugs that you know about, I have no clue what they are and what they're for.
Oh,
I hope you can you get up with that? You guys had no trouble with the link, did you?
No.
Okay. Pink is
I mean,
gonna
the last time I went to the ER and they looked at me and saw all the drugs that I'm on, they're like, "Oh, are you going to be here for Oxy?" I went, "No.
no. See?
Why am I here for? Why are you even at? I'm coming in here because
Wow.
I'm having heart problems. I'm
And
not looking
see,
for
and
drugs."
that's how blatant and rude they can be. That's how blatant and rude they can be.
Did you have a heart surgery, Angie?
I had an ablation done to my heart.
Okay.
They had to go in and go basically kind of kill the parts that were misfiring.
Okay.
And but I went to the ER one day and I'm like, "Listen, I can't breathe." And the first words out of their mouth, I swear to God, are, "Well, you're fat." I went, "What in the world is wrong with?" I'm sitting here telling you I can't breathe. My chest hurts, and you're telling me it's because I'm fat. I said, "I think it's because my heart's not working right." That
Here,
I can't.
here was one that
Should have
caught me.
said,
Here,
what?
I had
I'm
I
fat.
had a doctor.
I'm glad
had
you
a-
told me.
I had a doctor, and when I had COVID, there was a big difference in between being COVID sick and being gastroparesis sick. There were two different ways of feeling. So when I could still tell I was still COVID sick, the guy's like, "Well, you're vomiting, so it could be your gastroparesis." And
Right.
this is the doctor. And I go, "No, this is definitely not gastroparesis." I said, this is from the COVID because I'm violently getting sick." And he goes, "Well, how would you know the difference?" And
Because I know my body. That's why.
I'm staring dead at his face going, "Oh my God. Like, are you serious? Are you
Are
serious?"
you in bed, Pink?
Yes, I just woke up.
You look comfortable. I'm jealous.
Good
I
morning,
am.
sweetie.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, Angie, Ginger, Chad. I
Good
can't
morning.
see
Good
Chad,
morning.
but
Good morning, my darling. How are you?
I don't know yet. I'll let you know when I'm awake. I'm like the only living person that's like walking REM mode.
I've been up for a while. So
Me
I'm
too. I've been up since 5:30.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, it's the middle of the night for me.
oh yeah, I know.
So I
That's
heard
why I
about the
said-
nasal swab and why like they don't do it all the way up. They found that, well, it first started with they wanted to come up with something less invasive because they were running through PPE equipment really quickly. Protective equipment for medical staff,
Uh-huh.
where they had to give the test, and so some doctor came up with the self swab like at work. We first started with the swab, which you can do yourself,
Right.
which is much more cost effective. And they find that it's accurate. They prefer it go way up in the nose so they can clip your brain
Oh, I hate.
That's
Oh
what
and give it
no.
to
Right.
aliens. Yeah. But yeah, the one that just goes, like what, an inch or so
Yeah,
up
it
your
just
nose.
yeah.
They find that's just as
It
effective.
is just as
Yeah,
effective.
but they prefer way up. But
Yeah.
I do the spit test, but that's very expensive because that's DNA.
My
The spit
husband does
test.
the spit test too as well.
It's $250 a test.
He has
Yeah.
to take one once a week at where he works, like
Mhm.
over in Princeton.
Yeah, they're expensive.
You know, when you go through the pharmacy now that they give you your own test to do in the car. Now, you tell me, who's going to stick a Q-tip up that far up, and if you're doing it yourself, you're not going to stick it that far up. You
Well,
know,
they know
You
that
can't.
now. They know that now. I mean,
you know,
you
there's
can
no
have-
way I'm not sticking it up to my brain. You know what I mean? If I'm doing it myself.
and they don't advise you to, and that's the thing. It's the doctors who do that. When you normally,
That's why I don't
Dude.
want a doctor doing it for me. I have to get it tested.
Yeah, they want it way up till it hits the back of your throat.
They
I'm
do.
like, no.
Mm. It's awful. Yeah.
Yeah.
When we all first started getting tested, if you guys remember,
It was bad.
that's what the first test was.
Oh, they were awful.
Yes.
They were
my
so
God.
bad.
I
and
remember
because-
that.
And because of the gastroparesis, I had many. And my God, those tests, they would stick that thing all the way up
I
there.
know.
Well, you had a hose going all the way up down into your stomach, so you really had a rough time in the hospital. I'm not laughing at you, but
I am. It's
you were
okay.
poked and prodded, and oh my God, I've never seen anybody poked and prodded so much as you.
I was bruised pretty badly. I
You
was
were.
bruised.
You were.
Jason's like, people think I'm going to beat you. I'm like, but it's happening when I'm in the hospital, so I'm not
I remember
seeing you.
showing your bruises. Oh my gosh, you should have seen her bruises. They were awful because first of all, they couldn't find they can't find a vein when they when you're on
You can't find
Venus.
my veins. My veins
Yes,
are
I do.
they for my infusions. I have 2 veins that they use, and they're my thumbs.
Why
Sure.
didn't they just put a port in?
Well, because I have a stimulator. If God forbid the port gets infected, that could actually infect my spine.
Huh.
Well, have
That's
you
it.
ever heard of ankylosing spondylitis? Because she's got that, plus osteoporosis, plus what else? You have something else, don't you? I know how to say all those words. Yes,
Good
Yes,
job,
you-
Carla.
I
Nurse
noticed.
Carla.
I've learned them because I've been hanging around with ginger locks for 3 years.
Yeah.
It's like,
Don't know
she's
what
like
they mean.
rambling off
I don't know
my
how to
stuff for
say
me.
them.
I'm like,
I mean, it took me a while to learn how to pronounce ankylosing, but yeah.
and trust me, I had it. It took me a while as well.
First time she said it to me, I'm like, what in Sam
The
Hill?
world is that.
Because I had never heard of it. And she explained it to me. Thank you, Samara. Hey,
Oh,
White
God.
Lotus.
It's raining here. Carla, we got your
It is
rain.
here. We got the rain too.
We
Mhm.
actually don't. We have sun.
Well, it's because the rain's moving up
Knock on wood.
north.
This
to
is
us.
your rain from yesterday.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of rain yesterday, but it's gone now.
We
You guys
have
can
it.
keep it. You guys can keep my rain. Thank you very much.
Hopefully it'll be out of here and we should have a really nice weekend. So
Ah.
excited for that.
Yeah, that's what I see too. I see a nice week. I'm seeing into the future, and I'm seeing a nice weekend.
How you doing, Angie?
I am good. I'm sitting here watching it rain.
Is it raining where all of you guys are?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Boston, yeah.
Can I rub it in that it's
All day.
raining here?
Most of the day, I think.
Ah,
It's not pouring yet. I don't know. But
It's pouring here.
It's pouring. Well, it goes between pouring and drizzling, and then it'll stop for a second, then it'll start pouring again. So
yeah, it doesn't look like we're getting rain today, but it's 66 degrees, which is like yesterday. I was surprised when I went outside because it's been like so hot and humid, and it was actually pleasant to go outside. Wasn't, hot or humid or anything. So
I think we're going to be in for a bad winter because up here in North Jersey,
God.
all of our
I-
leaves are changing.
I heard that too. I already heard it and I was like, no. I heard that too.
don't bite your tongue, Angie. Why
I
would
know,
you?
right? What a bummer.
Yeah,
she's
you
what a
are really the
bummer.
downer
Oh my
here.
God, she's a Debbie Downer today.
I am waiting to stay on my
Wicked.
boots. That's all I want. I have a brand new pair of fuzzy boots. I want to wear them.
She's a Debbie Downer today. First, she comes in here with, "We're going to get the remnants of that hurricane."
Like,
Yeah,
no, blasphemy. No.
Yeah.
I do have good news though. My daughter is coming up from Alabama next Friday. And she's going to be hanging out with us for a while.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
So she's 27 and absolutely beautiful. And now Dominic gets to know what it's like to be the baby of the family because, his sibling is coming.
That's
Oh,
nice.
cool. So, are you going to have her on one of your streams, or?
Probably because she's a lot like me. She has no problems talking to anybody.
Oh, that'll be
That
cool.
would be fun. I'll probably be working. When is she coming?
She'll be here next Friday. Well, actually next Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
But I won't be here to see her when she gets here because I have a thing to do for Scouts. So I'm going to be away all weekend.
She'll say, "Mom, do you want to see me?"
Well, she's going to come and stay with us for a while, so I'll see her whenever I get back.
How long is she going to be staying with you? Do you know?
Undetermined right now.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, okay.
So
Pleasant surprise.
How'd she end up in
Yeah.
Alabama?
Yeah.
Her father moved to Alabama because that's where all his family lived.
Mm-hmm.
So, he had custody of her because they didn't want to. We sat in the judge's office when we got divorced and said, "Who do you want to live with?" And they said, "Not New Jersey." I'm like, okay.
Why?
So
Okay.
they didn't want to move to New Jersey, so they wanted to stay in Texas, and then they moved to Alabama. So, and
Hey, did you hear about Texas? Not to change the subject. Someone told me about it, about the abortion law.
yeah, it's called the
No.
heartbeat law.
The what law?
It's called the heartbeat law.
So I guess Iowa or some state next to it. I'm half asleep, but they're filled up their clinics because people are leaving Texas to do what they need to do. I don't know what to think of it. I just feel like we're going backwards.
That is going
Well,
backwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
we
I'm
don't
also,
we don't have to get into the whole controversy. I don't watch the news that much, and someone told me about it, and I was pretty shocked. It was like, wow. But I guess a lot of other states want to follow suit with Texas.
Tennessee already has, I think. I
We'll
think
have to see
Tennessee
how
signed the law.
Yeah, I guess the governor of Texas, I'm paraphrasing, said that with this law in place now, it's going to decrease sexual assaults.
how
I don't know. Ask
could
him.
that be? Like, I have no idea.
I'm
That doesn't
confused
even make
about that
sense.
myself, but
I don't think an assailant is going to stop and think, "Oh yeah, the Texas law. let me
I'm going to
stop and
pay
think
that
of-
money.
I don't
Oh,
need a kid, coming into the world." Yeah, no, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, they don't care. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I don't understand. I have no defense. I normally I can say, well, listen, this is the way they think. I have
Yeah.
no. I mean, me personally, I have my own views, but I think 6 weeks is a little extreme. I
Yeah.
think it should be a little bit.
Agreed.
I think it should be like 16 weeks because I
Mhm.
mean, with my first daughter, Vicky, I didn't find out I was pregnant, and I swear to God, I had no idea I was pregnant with Vicky till I was 5 months pregnant.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize they're pregnant until they're 2 months or even 3.
I've had a friend. Yeah, she was like 5-6 months pregnant. My one friend, she didn't know she was pregnant either.
Yes, some women are irregular. Like for me, I knew when I was pregnant within a week or two because
Me
I was
too.
always on time, always.
Me too.
But a lot of people aren't, and
I knew I was pregnant when drinking tea made me sick to my stomach. And it had never made me sick to my stomach. And I said, "Mom, I think I
Steak.
have morning sickness."
That was steak for
crazy.
me. I could not eat steak.
With Dominic, I
Really?
couldn't have anybody cook meat, any kind of meat around me.
I couldn't smell
front of me.
coffee. Coffee
Isn't
made me
that funny
nauseous.
how certain things just make
I
you
knew I
sick?
was pregnant with my daughter when I was on my way to my cousin's house Christmas Eve, and I had to stop at a store to get a peppermint patty. I just had to. It was my mission, and I hate peppermint. I hate it. I
Up,
just
something's up.
wanted, and I knew right then and there I
I
was
didn't
pregnant.
really get any cravings though. Like, you know how people say, well, I crave dill pickles, I crave this, I
I
crave
craved bologna.
Ugh.
I craved
I
bologna.
have one worse than bologna. With Jason and Joey, my two middle kids, it was mint chocolate chip ice cream, dill pickles, and egg rolls all together.
Oh,
not together.
Oh, it had to be together. I could not eat them separately.
Oh,
It had to be at the same time.
that's
With
so
Vicky,
gross.
it was Big Macs and Dr. Peppers, and with Dominic, it had to be Wendy's chicken nuggets. I could not eat anybody else's chicken nugget. It had to be Wendy's.
That's so funny.
I craved with my first fruit. Just
I
fruit.
craved fruit
I
with
ate a
my
whole
second.
watermelon once. My second,
my
I craved
God,
popsicles,
seriously.
and my third, with my daughter, I craved jelly beans.
Really?
Yeah,
Sweets,
I craved
sweets.
sweets with my youngest. I
I
craved
never
sweets.
craved anything. The only thing that I, knew I was pregnant with was I couldn't drink tea. And the second one was the same thing. As soon as I tried to drink tea, I was sick. And I said to my mom, I'm pregnant again. I was like, they're 13 months apart. And she goes, you're crazy. I said, no, I can't drink tea. I'm sick. I'm pregnant. I know I am. And I was.
You know your body. You
But
know your body.
never
Are
had
people in chat putting down their cravings?
I
Yes.
craved ice. M's craved ice. No, they're not.
Ice.
Ice.
Probably
Guys, put down
That's
chew-
your
weird.
cravings.
M's, do you mean like chewing ice? Like I totally
Ice?
get that.
Like shaved ice. My mom used to take shaved ice and she used to put it in a cup and she would eat it with a spoon. Like
Yeah.
no. She would.
I grew up with the Snoopy snow cone machine.
Yes.
You put the ice cube in and you
Oh my God,
scraped
the
around
Snoopy.
and you got it out. And then you put a little bit of flavoring in it. It was awesome.
Yeah, but
That's
she never put
cool.
any flavoring in it. She would just eat it with a spoon, like shaved ice. I was like, Mom, at least put some flavor in it. She's like, no, I don't want any. I chewed ice all day long. Em said, yeah, well, that at least you wouldn't gain weight from that.
Right.
With Vicky, I thought I had the flu for like 5 months, which didn't make any sense, but I was 18 and I thought I had the flu. And every time I was so sick. Like
I never got sick, thank God.
Oh my God. No,
I had hyperemesis so bad. It was I had to be like hooked up to a Zofran pump. That's how sick I was getting.
Oh
Lord.
Wasn't
Yeah.
Did you see what she said? That's what I did during pregnancy. I even bought a new fridge with an ice maker and made shaved ice. Metal ice to fill, very old school. Yeah. I'm thank God that I didn't crave that shaved ice because I never had that craving. Anybody else have weird cravings? I don't have weird cravings, so I can't even say I don't.
I couldn't eat steak was beyond my comprehension. I couldn't understand. So at that time, I was working for a radio station here in New Jersey, and my husband and I had won tickets to go see a show and we went out to dinner and we were in Tribeca. And we wound up I'm ordering steak. I know I love steak. This is all so ridiculous. I can't even believe it. And the steak comes out and man, I'm running to the bathroom heaving. And he's like, he wound up eating 44 ounces of steak.
No.
He was having meat sweats during the thing. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like no one said you had to eat it all. No one said you had to eat it all. But he did. So
Yeah,
44 ounces of steak will do to you at one time.
I gained a lot of weight though. I had to be admitted to the hospital because I was toxic. I'm toxic. I had, where you can't eat like salt or whatever. God, it's been so long.
You were diabetic.
I was, and so they put me on a strict diet.
You had the
But people,
preeclampsia.
after I gave birth, people were asking me, like, when are you due? I was so pissed off. I was so pissed. What do you mean, when am I due? I gave birth a month ago. It's like,
Oh God, no! It took a much longer time for me to lose weight. But with Grace, I lost the weight big time. But then with Alexa, it was much harder to lose the weight. And now with the gastroparesis, I can't even figure out whether or not like I can even keep weight on. It's bizarre. I don't even know how to figure it out yet.
but you're gonna have to eat something.
I mean, I tried rice last night, and man, it did not go well. It did not go well.
So
And
what
I'm
happened?
figured, I
What
got to try something. So I figured rice would be a good start. And man, was I wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. So,
Did you throw up? I mean,
yeah, but the pain that I got from it was unbelievable. Like I was doubled over in pain today. I literally had to take something for pain because the pain was that bad.
wow.
And you know me, I'm not someone who likes to take something for pain, but I had to take something to literally stop the pain so I could at least get my kids ready for school.
Okay. My son was born 10'4" and almost 24 inches.
Wow.
My next door, two
Big
doors down,
baby.
2 doors down, her baby was 11 pounds, 2 ounces.
Good
Naturally.
God.
Naturally.
No, she didn't give birth naturally.
Naturally.
Oh my God, that's huge. My daughter was 8 pounds, 9 ounces, which was,
11 pounds. 11.
she had a full set of, she had a full head of hair. And the doctor
I
said
thought you were going to
looked
say she had a full set of
month-old
teeth.
baby.
I was like, what kind of baby did you have?
Oh my
Wow.
God.
10 pounds, 4 ounces. That's big. That's big. Were you overdue? Because I was 2 weeks. I was 2 weeks exactly to the day overdue.
My neighbor was not overdue either.
They actually induced labor on me.
Let's just say that was a proud papa to have that big of a boy.
Oh God, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but Mama is the one that, did all the work.
Oh, man. Yeah, I haven't really had a chance to talk to her.
I was almost a 10-pound. Life as a Gem was almost a 10-pound baby and 21 inches. Wow. You were a little chunky monkey. 21 inches. That's not very long.
Well, I'm noticing I'm running out of steam here. Been up since 5:30. I'm going to lay down for a while
Yeah, I
before.
think I'm going to close it down. I'm not
Hope you
usually
feel
on
better,
for 6.5
Ginger.
Thanks. No, I'm doing pretty okay. It's just today I shouldn't eat rice, but you got to try things sometimes. So I tried it and it didn't work out.
It's like when your kid won't eat anything, you have to make them try certain things,
Yeah, and I do. And you got to try
work.
some things out. And
Yeah.
some things sometimes do work, but 9 times out of 10 they don't.
Right.
But
Yeah, you guys tune in next Wednesday for Carla and I.
Yeah.
11 o'clock.
Yeah, and I'm going to,
Carla's.
yeah, I did tell everybody earlier that it's going to be Wednesday at 11. So I have to do my research.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
are you guys doing?
We're going to
We're
talk
going to be
about
talking about mental illness,
Yeah.
electroshock therapy,
Oh
why
my.
how it was in back in the day as compared to what it is today,
Mhm.
and why people have to get it, and just Just
I
that.
never understood the electric shock therapy. Never
Well,
understood
that.
we're gonna tell you what it's all
Yeah,
about.
that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I got a
looks like
lot of
hell.
information, and it's not, we're not here to advise or you have to do
No.
this. It's just, just introduce what it is, and electric shock treatment. It's a last resort. It's when like meds fail, therapy fails. It's a last resort, and it doesn't always work for people either. But it's
No.
interesting, and the effects basically is pretty much still unknown how it actually helps, because it does
Yeah.
help some people, but the
Right.
brain is very complex, and it
Right.
basically puts you it gives you a seizure. That's what it's for. It inducts a seizure, and that's where the phenomenon, I guess, is. But we'll talk more Wednesday about it.
Right. And Rolling
Yeah.
Homestead was in here because he does all natural, he's like into homesteading and that. And he wanted to research what kind of herbs and stuff might help. So I might ask him what he's discovered with that. So, because you never know. Sometimes the natural way is the way to go.
You never know.
You never know.
That's right.
So yeah, be here next Wednesday, people.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Totally.
I'll be. Carla asked for 10. I said, please, can we do 11?
I totally get
Give me
that.
one more
I get that.
hour.
Yeah.
I'm not a morning person.
I'm not a morning
typically-
person either.
I work
That's
late.
why I'm
yeah.
I'm already feeling exhausted because I've been up since 5:30, 6 o'clock with the kids.
Yeah, time for a nap.
Yeah.
But thank you guys
All
for
right.
coming up. I appreciate that.
Thank you for
And
having me up.
don't forget next Wednesday. So
All right, everyone.
All right.
Have
Bye,
a
everybody.
great
Thank you.
day.
Remain safe,
Thank you, guys.
remain dry.
if
Bye,
anybody goes
everyone.
live, I'll be there. Okay.
Bye, everyone. Be well.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
So you guys, thank you for coming in today. That was probably boring compared to other streams, but that's okay. I like being boring. So have a nice day.